Alrighty, so 82nd minute, England leads 2-1. We are looking for a spot in the World Cup final, the Matildas and the Lionesses. Australia versus England in the 2023 Women's FIFA World Cup. If the result holds, Spain and England will play in the World Cup final on Sunday. And Australia will still have another match playing for third, but obviously that wouldn't be as exciting as the final. Oh, that was a big play. I don't know the rules well enough to know what rules are what and whatnot, but we're hoping for the best here, and I figured I would film just in case something amazing happens. Great cross, Fowler. Great. Oh, over the crossbar, Sam Kerr off the header. My kids are in bed, so if suddenly we score, I have a chance that I may wake them up by accident. But oh, that was a close call there for Australia. We just need one, guys. Force it into extra time. We just need one. Focus on the first here, Australia. Let's go. Oh, we're in a position here. 3-3. 3-on-3. Good pass. In the box. Strike. Good save, though, from the English goalie. Oh, that was a big-time save. Oh, Australia are bringing the pressure now, but they might have waited too late for, to leave their run. We're in the 83rd minute. Oh, inches in it on that shot there. This is intense soccer or intense football, depending on what you're, where you're from and what you call it and all that sort of stuff. It's been a while since I posted a reaction video. Sorry the video is not here for you to watch as well and stuff. I have a pending copyright strike on my channel, so just doing what I can to, you know, avoid losing what I've worked for the last 4 years and whatnot with the channel and all that. If this is the first time you've seen me, you know how YouTube works. Leave a comment, hit the like button, hit subscribe and all that. Generally I make shorts, I do political commentary, vlogs, lifestyle, this channel is for me to do stuff, just general stuff. I don't have a theme really, but I am an Australian immigrant in America. And Fowler, no, that was a good shot but deflected and we'll get a corner. I'm an American immigrant from Australia, and I've been spiritually, metaphorically going home with my viewing of the Matildas, because I feel like we're all in it together, you know what I mean? So big corner here, halfway through the 84th minute. The Australians are going for it. It's 2-1 England. Got a corner here for Australia. Kerr is right in the box. She's probably the best chance we've got here. It goes in deep, nice big. Oh, header, shot, no. Oh, that's a big time opportunity that we've let slip there. Australia have been their worst enemy in this match, like their own worst enemy. There are a couple of defensive errors. Both goals came about as a result of defensive errors. Oh, that was very close by Sam Kerr there. Headed right to her foot, and she just looks like she just rushed it a little bit, but it happens, it happens. You can't blame her personally. She was in a great spot for it. We're in the 85th minute now, 2-1 England. We've got to go, I was about to say balls to the wall, but there's no balls. So, we've got to go, flaps to the fence here. It's fucking, it's a big deal. We've got to get there. We've never been this far in the World Cup as a country for soccer or football. Obviously, we've won Cricket World Cups, and we just won the Netball World Cup, and we came, I think, third in the Olympics last Olympics though, for basketball and whatnot. Fuck! Oh, well, England just made it 3-1 in the 85th minute. Oh, that poor girl's going to be a meme. There was an Australian audience member in tears, breaking down, and I think that audience member might end up being a meme because she was very expressive on her face. That's rough. 3-1 to Australia. I was about to say 3-zip. We're going to have to go all out here. We're going to have to go absolute all-out attack. The English have been a very well-oiled side today. They just look more professional in attack, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to be offensive to the Australian girls when I say that, but there's just a bit more slickness to them, you know? Like, they look... Like, just then, that pass, that's a look-away pass. As you're coming into the goal square, I mean, I don't know what you call it in soccer, but as you're coming into the box, you know, like, it's a... Oh, imagine kicking a goal and then getting subbed out. All right. Yeah. England by 2. I might have just woken up my kids reacting to it, but who knows? We'll see. It's been a great World Cup. It's been a great few weeks for the Matildas and for women's sport in Australia. So it doesn't matter what the result is here. It doesn't matter if we can pull off the unlikely comeback or not, really. They've done what they set out to do, which is, you know, foster the support and bring people around, get people on board the Matildas and women's sport in general. You know, I feel like the Matildas have done well, it's not a matter of feeling, it's reality. The Matildas have done a much better job in this World Cup than the Socceroos have ever done in any World Cup. So it's a big step for women's sport in Australia. And you know, the quarters, the one we won last week or earlier in the week, there were more people watching that than almost any sport. Well, not almost any sport. There were more Australians watching that than any Australian sport of the last 20 years. And like, that says a lot. It sends a lot of message. It speaks to the fact that if women's sport is entertaining, people will watch. And if we invest in women's sport, it will be entertaining. It's just a matter of who makes that investment, really. And the Matildas have proven at this World Cup that it is a worthwhile investment if you make it. People are interested in women's sport if they do well, you know, if your team does well. Australian sporting fans are very fickle in the sense of they'll support a winner or an underdog, but anyone in between, you sort of got to convince us why we should support you. We're in the 90th minute here. Australia's still got it. England sort of have boxed themselves up here. I'm not, as I said, I don't know much about soccer. I'm not a huge football fan, other than like outside World Cups and whatnot. Like the last soccer match I watched was this Matildas quarterfinals match last week, or a couple of days ago. Before that, it would have been the Socceroos in the last men's World Cup. You know, so it's like I don't have a. But I really enjoy soccer, like, and I enjoy ice hockey. Like, I'm an NHL fan. As I said earlier, I'm an Australian immigrant. I'm an American immigrant from Australia. I live up near Buffalo. I watch a lot of hockey. I like hockey. And hockey and soccer are pretty much the same sport, if you think about it. It's just you're using your feet and you're not on ice, as opposed to using a stick. Like, it's getting a ball in a net. You know what I'm saying. On a rectangle. And it's a good sport. I like soccer. Like, it's the world game, as they say. Like, I'm an Australian, and I was born in 91. So, like, I've been brought up on Aussie rules and cricket and football, like, of other codes, other denominations and whatnot. Unbelievable. Well, our coach is unhappy with something. 6 minutes of extra time we've got after the 90th minute. So 6 minutes to go. I don't know when this time's out, so I'm just going to hit the pause button so it doesn't time out on us. Boom, I hit that, so that should just be a cut for you guys. But we've got 6 minutes to go in the match. England are up 3-1, and I've just sort of been stream of consciousness talking at you. So, you know, if that's not what you're into, you've probably already clicked away by now. Thanks for hanging around. If you're still here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment. Comment saying something like, I don't know, Fowler's not a Fowler or something, you know. It's full on at the minute, you know. It's like I have this feeling of intensity that probably shouldn't be there when your team's down 2 minutes to go. Probably shouldn't be there when your team is down 2 goals with 3 or 4 minutes to go. Like, there's not a lot of chance for them here. Time is definitely not on their side, but you can see that they're getting a bit desperation stakes, you know, desperation mode, and I like that type of soccer. It's like, it's more entertaining than all right, we'll sit and we'll wait for an opportunity. Oh, we're in the box here. Is someone taking someone down? Like, they've all fallen over. There's no whistles, though. Oh, there are some unhappy Australians there. Right, what's happening here? Another cross? Nope, we're back at... This is great defence from the English. Like, from an uneducated observer, they're just keeping the ball out. They're just doing what they have to, you know? But, yeah. As I was saying, I don't really have any... You know, like, I don't have an EPL team. I don't have a Bundesliga. Is that a league? I don't know. I don't have teams in any domestic leagues. The only soccer I watch is national level, like World Cup or... is soccer in the Olympics? I don't know. I don't think it is, actually. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should get into regular, like, domestic league soccer as well, like I am with, like, you know, the other sports that I'm interested in. Because every time I watch soccer, and I apologise if you're watching this and you're getting, like, the fucking ticks at me saying soccer, not football. It's just, you know, I grew up in Australia. It's what I'm used to saying. We have 3 codes of football or more in Australia, so it's an easy point of difference. Call it soccer, everyone knows what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, like I don't have regular teams that I support or anything like that. I did watch, you know, 10 minutes of the Inter Miami or whatever it is game the other day when Lionel Messi was playing for them. You know, there are 2 Australian nationals in this Matildas team, Mary Fowler and the girl from Rosemeadow, the girl from Campbelltown. There's a girl from a town that I grew up, like, near, the adjacent town. They both play for Man City. And so, if I was to pick a team in the women's leagues that I was going to support, I would probably pick Man City just because I know those two play for them and I like them. But I don't know. Roundabout way of me saying, you know, tell me to support your team if you want me to support your team, and I will. Let's go, Australia. Come on, 3-1. Down 3-1. England are just killing time at this point, yep. Well, I mean, it was a good run, you know, and it really captured the attention of the nation, I think, and so it's definitely a good thing that we've made it this far. It's bittersweet that we can't make it through to the final, but it's the best we've ever done as a nation at a World Cup. And they're not giving up either, so it's admirable, you know, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in terms of funding and in terms of, like, what impact the Matildas have had just in this World Cup on junior participation in sport. Like, I'll be interested to see how many little girls go and play soccer now as a result of this success by the Matildas at the World Cup that we hosted in Australia. And it's also a flow-on effect. Like, you know, are we going to get a men's World Cup now? We should. This has probably been the best women's World Cup ever. I'm pretty sure someone from FIFA said that in the last couple of days, in fact. You know, I mean, Australia does sport best. There's no other country in the world that does sport better than Australia. We did the best Olympics ever in Sydney. We did the best whatever in whatever, you know? Like, if we've hosted a sport, a World Cup or an Olympics or anything like that, like, nobody does sport better than Australia. And per capita, we're the best sporting nation in the fucking world, you know what I mean? Like, we're a country of 23 million people or something. And that's the final whistle. England have won 3-0. The World Cup final this year will be between England and Spain. It'll be fascinating to watch. It'll be an interesting match. I'll probably root for England, all things considered. But yeah, next match I'll watch will be on Saturday, which will be the 3rd place match, and the Tillies will be in that, which will, you know, 3rd place in a World Cup would be a fucking phenomenal result. It would be amazing, and I will still be rooting for Australia and hoping they can get to that point. But it's bittersweet and it's disappointing that we couldn't get through. I will still upload this. I feel like we've had some good chat. We've had some good discussion. Let me know in the comments section if this is something you want to see more of more often and whatnot with live sports and stuff that are being played, because like I said earlier, I've got a copyright strike hanging over my videos, hanging over my channel from a video I uploaded during the Ashes, funnily enough, Australia versus England. I uploaded an opinion about the Bairstow stumping just as the Bairstow stumping happened, and I used some footage from Channel 9, actually, not whoever the British company were that copyright striked me, but they determined it wasn't fair use, even though I thought it was. Anyway, the point of that story is I'm not comfortable putting reaction videos, like, in the corner. I'm doing my bit to just not get another strike, because I would appreciate not losing my channel and whatnot. Mary Fowler had a quiet game. I predicted she wouldn't. I thought she was going to absolutely tee off this game, but that is what it is. She's a very young player in terms of international sport, you know, like she's 20 years old or something. Like, it's a lot of pressure. The girls are not happy. The Matildas are despondent, but it is what it is, you know. I think third would be an amazing result, so we'll come back here on Saturday. Maybe I'll do a live reaction on Saturday. Hey, my cat's waking up. There we go. Maybe I'll do a live reaction on Saturday. Let me know if that's what you want to watch. I'm going to shut that stream down. And yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. If you're still here now, comment saying something. What did I say before? Fowler's not a fowler. That's a thing. It's disappointing. A disappointing result, but I had fun watching. The Matildas have really captured, as I said, they've captured the attention of a nation, and it'll be interesting to see how different sport is moving forward in Australia on a gendered platform, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to get the Men's World Cup because we did so well at the women's? Are the AFLW girls going to kick off saying they should get paid more because the Matildas did well? Like, are the leagues like AFLW and NRLW going to suffer as a result of the professionalism of the Matildas, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be, like, the Matildas have a 30-year head start on the rest of women's sport in Australia. The reason they're so good and that they can compete on the world stage is we've been making investments financially since the fucking 90s. And those investments are now finally coming to fruition, right? But it's going to be 20-odd years until those investments come to fruition in the AFLW or NRLW as well. And so it's like, you know, hopefully the people that were convinced women's sport isn't shit by the Matildas won't go and watch an AFLW game or an NRLW game and go, oh, actually, yes, it is. Because they're not at that tier yet. Hopefully not, you know. Hopefully it's a big boost, not a step back for women's sport. I just get worried sometimes. You know, we don't want to lay the expectations too high because the Matildas have done so well. But that's a different discussion entirely. The game's over. I'm not reacting anymore. You should see videos on screen by now. Click on one of these and watch them. Helps me out when you stay on the channel and whatnot. I'll see you when I look at you guys. You'll see me when you look at me. Thanks so much for watching.